Ciao, siamo qui con Tolulope Itegboje, che è qui a presentare il suo film Bam Bam. I wanted to ask you, in Bam Bam, artificial intelligence seems to fill an emotional void. The protagonist has a virtual friend instead of a real one. So do you think if AI can be more a tool to cope with loneliness or a potential threat of the human relationship?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that question is the reason why Bam Bam exists. Because first of all, I personally believe that there's no substitute for human connection. But I also find that we're living in a time where young people especially are having to find guidance and grow up in a time where the systems, or whether it's the family support or adult guidance that they should have for some of the most important questions they have, might not necessarily be available. And so they are growing up in a time where there's this thing that is available called AI that is always available, 24/7, ready to answer any question. And I think the question the film is asking is that if young people are growing up in this time and have this, this resource available, is that what they would eventually turn to for their emotional support? And is that necessarily a good thing?
Okay, it's very interesting. And you talk about the Nigerian context and also the technological context of Nigeria.
Yeah.
What do you want to transmit to the audience of an international festival as this one?
So I think like a lot of the films I make, about showing Nigerian life, a life that I'm familiar with. A global audience, for them to kind of like see Nigeria and kind of like understand what Nigeria is about and what Nigerians are about. As a young person growing up, a lot of my first impressions of other countries before I ever got to travel were through film, right? And I think that the goal of a good film is to take an audience to a place that they've never been, to introduce them to people that they've never been before they probably ever meet them, but also to give them an understanding about humanity, that helps each and every one of us know that, to be honest, like we're actually going through a lot of the same things and a lot of the same pressures in life, and hopefully that brings us closer rather than, far apart.
Okay, thank you very much. Grazie, dalle Mujeres del Cinema in collaborazione con la Scuola Mondo.